John Feltz with GenCell. And in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to talk about EV charging using the EVOX at the California Mobility Center. First, let's do a brief overview of the Mobility Center, which is a pioneering public-private partnership aimed at fostering innovation and commercialization in the clean mobility sector. It serves as a hub for entrepreneurs, businesses, investors, and academia to collaborate and develop cutting-edge mobility solutions. With a focus on smart and shared mobility, fueling infrastructure, and automated and electric vehicles, the CMC supports the growth of sustainable transportation technologies. It also emphasizes workforce development and offers resources to help startups scale from prototype to production, contributing significantly to the future of global mobility. Here's a little background. The California Mobility Center is located in Army Depot Park in Sacramento, which happens to be the capital of California. The CMC is the premier location to showcase new technologies for clean mobility. It's also a place that has DC fast chargers, but no available means to power them. There is currently no fast charging in the Army Depot at all, as a matter of fact. And the EVOX will allow for rapid deployment of these DC fast chargers, as well as battery storage for any solar installations that are put in there. The battery storage included in the EVOX can also provide building backup for the CMC itself. So what are the benefits of deploying an EVOX at the CMC? Well, for one, it'll provide Northern California a demonstration location for GenCell's EVOX. It'll provide level 3 charging without the need for a transformer upgrade at the CMC. And it will demonstrate the value of using hydrogen fuel cells, especially in microgrid developments for EV charging. It will also provide educational opportunities and workforce development training at the CMC. And lastly, it'll create a working example of how microgrids can accelerate the deployment of fast charging, provide resiliency at locations, ensuring 24/7, 365 availability, lessen the impact of fast charging on the grid utilizing the battery energy storage system, and even lower the cost of EV charging through peak shaving using an energy management software that we refer to as GEMS. So what steps are necessary? First, we have to get approval from Army Depot and SMUD, which we've done, sign the MOU, which we've also done, and complete the site survey for the CMC. Next, we just have to deliver the EVOX, commission the EVOX with fast chargers, have a ribbon cutting to celebrate, and then develop educational, training, and workforce development programs, all while we demonstrate microgrid and resiliency attributes that I mentioned in the last slide. How are we going to do this? Well, first, we're going to rapidly deploy the EVOX at the CMC. As you see here, we've got the front door of the CMC in the loading dock. So we're going to bring in the EVOX on a trailer as it comes in from its current location in Austin, Texas. And then we are going to add hydrogen to run it completely off-grid for proof of total resiliency and off-grid capabilities, of course, using 100% zero emission source of hydrogen. And then we're going to skip the whole need for three-phase 480 because the EVOX puts it out, and make this whole location available for public tours and demos. This is just the first step. Following that, we're going to move the EVOX inside for a floor display along with the EV chargers and a hydrogen supply. This will allow us, again, zero emissions to charge inside the building. And again, the hydrogen is really here for resiliency in this case because the EVOX can use a lower power 208 three-phase circuit to charge the battery at all times, only using the hydrogen when absolutely necessary or for backup power for the building in case of a grid outage. Lastly, and probably the most important, will be the semi-permanent installation of the EVOX outside for standard public charging. Not only can we move the EVOX where it is publicly accessible, but if we add solar panels to the roof, we'll be able to make a true hydrogen plus battery plus solar microgrid specifically for EV charging, which will be grid connected and allow for completely off-grid usage. I hope you enjoyed this presentation, and please contact me at the contact information below, email and phone number, if you have any additional questions. Thank you very much for your time.